It's that one. All right, everyone. Welcome to our first live streamed game of the day, featuring the Orlando Quadball Club versus the Washington Monuments. We are about to kick this off. The Monuments will start with the Quadball. Let's see if they can set the tone for the game with their first offensive drive. Looking to go around the perimeter, looking for that in. And pass back up to the top. So Orlando stays tight around their hoops. Keeper out in front, looking to make the defense. Bring the ball around, looking to drive in. Ball through the hoop, and that is quick 10 points for the Monuments. So a quick return goal from Orlando. I think this is some discussion whether that ball was maybe moved after the player was beat, but it looks like no call for now. Some beater play out in front of the play, but the pass is dropped and quickly picked up by the keeper from Orlando. You can do whatever ball movement you want, but at the end of the day, if you drop it, not going to be a super successful offense. Orlando taking their time, bringing up the quad ball behind the beater. Some beater action front, looking to make the play, and the long shot is good. Good through the low hoop. That'll be a 20-10 lead for Orlando. That time. Another good defensive effort from Orlando, as that pass was knocked out of the air and quickly picked up again by the keeper. I looked to make something happen in the middle there, but with the beater pressure and that ball falling to the defenders, it'll be successful defense for the Monuments. They'll look to make their own attack. Oh, Looks like nobody on defense except for a lone. Oh, the lone chaser able to knock over the ball carrier, stopping what surely would have been an instant goal. But Orlando did not give up on the play, dishing it to other chaser to put that through. That's another 10 points. Yeah, you never want to give up on a play, even if it looks like you lost an easy opportunity. Until that other keeper grabs the ball, your offense is still alive. Oh, Orlando looking to play a more aggressive defense there, looking to bring the chasers out. But the risk there, of course, is more contact from your defenders means more chances to make illegal contact. And with that behind the back tackle, that'll be yellow, 1 minute in the box, and a power play now for the Monuments as they look to cut this small deficit. So Monuments bringing the ball up quick on the left side. Oh, but both of those chasers quickly beat out. Now, with some return beater play of their own, Monuments look to not give up on that, but looked like a quick, desperate shot went wide, easily recovered by Orlando, and they'll look to extend their lead. Oh, the chaser thought the long shot was in, but that will do it. A little contact, not exactly hand through the hoops, but as long as the ball does, it's another 10 points. So Monument's looking to press up in a little more organized fashion. Last couple drives fell apart because of people getting out on their own, easily being able to be stopped by a single chaser or a single beater. Going to need to be a little more organized to get around this Orlando defense, which so far is staying together really well. That drive will not be successful, though. Orlando taking their time, knowing that what they've been doing so far has been working out. Largely successful, most of these drives ending in points. They will be happy to keep that game plan as long as it keeps working. Oh, some good ball movement around the perimeter. Chaser found that shot and took it. That's another 10 points. Referee throws the ball back to the keeper, and Monuments will try again. Looks like another contact from behind penalty. Be another yellow card for Orlando. See if the Monuments can take advantage. Looking to move with a little more pace now. Good spin move to get around the defender, but the pass afterwards was not good, and this is a fast break. There will be no one to stop him that time. And just like that, um, A player imbalanced drive looked like an opportunity for the Monuments. Is just another 10 points for Orlando. The Monuments looking to make something happen with the beater play. But Orlando's beater will not be denied, catching one, deflecting another. They're stopping these drives before they really have a chance to get started. Very solid defensive work from Orlando. And as we're approaching the halfway mark of this first phase of the game, Orlando's just very content to keep the same game plan, taking their time on offense, not really being challenged. And I can't tell from this angle if that went through. It looked like a pretty easy catch and dunk from the Orlando chaser, but the hoop did fall over afterwards, and they're going to have to decide if it went through before. And the answer is it did. And that is a seventh goal for Orlando. Really just doing whatever they want on both sides of the ball. So they're looking for that opportunity, looking to see if that beater in front can make something happen. Pass out to the side. Another quick one to the back. I'll try to pass back over to that other corner, but Orlando was there. Easy interception. Some promising passing there, but got to be careful when you pass it across. Orlando's shown they are very willing and able to knock those passes down. Oh, looked like the beginning of a good tackle there. And looked to take him down again, but no. Even as the chaser was being taken to the ground, or able to get it through the hoop for another 10 points, Orlando will not be denied. Uh, the start of some good passing there, but that one was after the chaser was beat, so that's a quick turnover, as indicated by the referee. Orlando very content to keep the pace of this game the same. Monuments looking to be a little more aggressive now, bringing a chaser out, not letting them just play catch essentially until they decide to make a move into the hoop. Still doing a pretty good job of playing that catch, but with the beaters getting involved, they'll be able to drive now. Good deflection. That was going in through the top hoop, so good block there. Maybe the start of something for the Monuments, realizing that their defense before, that approach just wasn't working. Orlando was scoring whenever they felt like it. So a little more pressure, making them really work to make those passes, making them bring their beaters in. It's going to be a way for them to prevent some of these goals. That current 80-10 deficit the Monuments are under. Monuments moving the ball a little bit more. looking for that opening, a little more pace to these passes. Now looking to drive. It'll be a good shot attempt, but a little low. Just went into the chaser's hands. Oh, it looks like an excellent fast break opportunity, but the beater was ready, stopped that chase before he even got across the midline. Oh, and with the broom coming out, the player had to make a shot probably a little farther away than they wanted to. So it looks like some referee instructions not being fully heard there. AR is having to get involved to figure out what was going on there. Looks like we will have a player sent to the box from Orlando. We just dropped the schedule in the chat for whoever was asking for that. That link can be found on the members.us Quadball website to check what games we have coming up across the 6 pitches we have here today. A lot of teams competing in this Howard County qualifier. So while I was talking about that, we have another 10 points for the Monuments. Looking to start cutting into that deficit, looking to try to start making something happen. And that'll be a start. We'll see if they can keep it up with about 5 minutes to go until the Seekers come out. Definitely want that deficit to be smaller, smaller hill to climb when we set these set scores. Oh, and that'll be a stop. So it looks like Washington calling a timeout, looking to regroup here. Definitely some signs of improvement, both on the defense and the offensive sides of the ball, but they'll really need to get something going here with under 5 minutes to go until the Seekers come out. And for anyone that doesn't know, at that time when the Seekers come out, whoever is in front, their score, we're going to add 60 onto them, and that's going to be then the score target that both teams have to get to. So you really want to start your comeback before that. Otherwise, it's just a higher hill to climb, especially if you don't end up catching the flag. So if the team in front catches the flag, that's halfway there already before they even score another point through the hoops. So they'll want to see what they can do to try to get back in this game a little bit more. I think the more aggressive defense is helping, making sure that they're just not sitting back, letting the other team play catch, really forcing them to make good plays to get those points. And they have made some great plays for sure. But I think the Monuments are realizing they were giving them a little too much leeway, a little too much freedom to set the tone of how they wanted their offense to run. So see if they can change that. Orlando definitely content to keep going the way they're going, really saving their energy for these long 2 days. With who knows who they'll be facing later today, tomorrow. Some old faces around here. Good to see more people in the quad ball community. Good to see some old people from The days when the older folks in this community were playing. So, seen lots of familiar faces already. Weather is a bit chilly, especially for those of us from a place like Florida. But no, definitely some good games ahead. Thanks for tuning in, and we're about to get started again at the end of this timeout. So Monuments bring it up, looking to move with some purpose here, trying to get around the side. Little assistance from the beater. But the keeper will run into the opposing keeper, getting beat out there after the tackle. Now they were able to get the ball out. Oh, but another key beat will stop that before the chaser even has a chance to shoot. Looking like a little more sign of life here for the Monuments, but Orlando is also stepping up, both with their chasers getting these good tackles. Oh, and the long shots. I think the Monuments are learning they're really going to need to keep that pressure every defense. Otherwise, they're willing to take those shots. And as we've seen a couple times already, they can make them. Bit of a scrum for the ball there as it kept getting knocked out of the keeper's hands. Orlando will pick it up, bring it back to a chaser in the middle of the field. Long pass to the back. Oh, but the chaser can't pick it up and gets beat out before being able to capitalize on that. So good heads up play by the Monuments. Bit of a chaotic scene there in the middle. They were able to regroup, stop that from becoming another 10 points. We are less than 3 minutes away from the end of this period. Ooh, and that tackle will demolish that hoop. And we're either going to get a beat here or a stopped ball. As you can see, the referee counting out the time. Looks like they'll be content to just beat that chaser. Need the goal ref to go replace that hoop. Good. And see what their counterattack looks like here. Less than 2 minutes now. Currently a 7-goal difference between the two teams. It's going to be a very large hill to climb indeed if Orlando can keep it this way. They show no signs of needing to speed up their pace here. Just looking to take the opportunity, and they do. 10 more points. Not a bad feat, getting to 100 points in a game with this pace before even get Seekers out. Oh, the beater is just not relenting. Oh, the beater's not relenting either on the Monuments, looking to make them work for it. And last possession is called by the head referees. You heard that countdown. So Orlando gets a chance to extend their lead further, and the most the Monuments can do here, if they're able to stop them, is just keep it at that current 100-20 score. A little warning for stalling from the head referee. And another laser. These long shots feels like every time they take one, it's good. So now that will definitely end the period. Looks like there's some discussion going on whether one player or another had the ball. So obviously the dodgeball control is extremely important as we head into the most chaotic and most exciting part of the game. The flag runner on pitch. We can see them warming up on the other side of the field. So a score of 110-20. And we'll see if it's more of the same. See if there's a quick catch here or an extended one. We'll see where the teams put their focus. There's obviously a lot of different strategies, a lot of different approaches that teams can make going into this, having a lot more going on, a lot more different things for your beaters to focus on, depending on whether you want to devote one or both of them to the flag runner. If you want to just ignore it, keep playing the game that you're playing. I would not be surprised if Orlando just focuses on getting a quick 6 goals, but they may not need to. They've been known to get some very good pulls. They've got some very good seekers that can end that part of the game very quickly. And obviously, if they do, it's just 3 goals from a victory. But yes, if you've been watching the whole time, or if you're just joining us, this is the Washington Monuments on the right in red versus Orlando Quadball Club, the Ospreys on the left in white. Not a very close game so far, but if you've been following the sport for any amount of time, you know comebacks can happen and they can happen out of nowhere. All it takes is a team to get hot and build on that momentum, which can obviously change with the big timeout that we have in between the periods here. But looks like the players are getting back on the pitch. Looks like our flag runner is ready to go. Good thumbs up there. Oh, you gotta have some faith in yourself. Let's go.
So Peter runs, I have to run.
Run faster, Peter. So the head ref comes back onto the field.
Set score 170. 170.
So set score of 170. That's just 6 more goals for Orlando and a lot more than that for the Monuments. But we're about to see what each team can do. There's a 10-second countdown as the Chasers move here. 10-second countdown that they're counting down right now for the Seekers to come out, and they are ready.
B, White Seeker.
Quick beat on Orlando Seeker, and thank you, Hunter, for not demolishing my camera.
Tail up.
Almost a catch, but the tail goes flying.
All right, 3, 2, 1, resume.
Orlando not giving up, trying to get those 3 points right here. Orlando with another easy goal, 10 points. And it looks like we may have a catch. Looks like a quick discussion here between the officials and the flag runner. And unless there's something that would disqualify it, this is probably another 35 points, technically. And if that is the case, catch is good. And not much more to go here for Orlando to wrap this up. So with a set score of 170, as the referee was just saying, that's just 2 more goals for Orlando. Monuments will have to pull off something legendary here to get back in this. But we'll see what happens. Looks like an easy breakaway. Another goal on the short hoop, and we are at game point here. One more will end it. Made an attempt at a goal there, but tipped to the side. Be a bit of a scrum for the ball. Orlando will come up with it. The keeper for the Monuments not giving up on it, but Orlando able to dish. We've got a delayed penalty called here. Have to see what this is. Normally, you would call advantage in this situation. You wouldn't want to end the play so as to disadvantage the team with the ball if it is indeed a penalty on the Monuments. But we'll see. Obviously, if there's something unsafe going on, you want to end that play. Okay, so dodgeball interference, interfering with the third one. That'll be a double turnover, stops the play like we saw here. And this is going to make it very hard for the Monuments to mount that defense that would stop Orlando from winning the game right here. But we'll see what they can do. Big chance right here in the middle of the field. Some room to move, and only one dodgeball to stop it if it is indeed even in the possession of a beater. So we'll see what they do here. Looking to end it. Move the ball back up to the top, looking for the tank, and they just can't know it. Little dish to the side, the drive in, the dunk, and that will be our game. Final score 175-20. Orlando with a very dominant performance on really all phases of the game. Every position looked in complete control, and they'll look to see if they can maintain play like that. If they could play like that against their next opponents, they'll be in very good position for the rest of this tournament. And the Monuments, it's just the first game. They showed some promise here and there, but a lot of games left here. And we will take a break right now as these players congratulate each other. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon with more Quadball.